podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
BoxingVoice.com. No matter what nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar though. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects. BoxingVoice.com. How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app. BoxingVoice.com. I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. You could tell it's a big fight weekend. You know, for about 13 weeks now, we've been having some boxing bars, but we got some pretty big fights, and we're going to bring out some of those old shows we used to do, giving people an opportunity to get their last-minute picks in, and I decided to be generous. You know, not everyone took us up on joining us on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice last night to be part of our betting show, and I know that there's some people that missed out. You know, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, TBV beats the odds together, coming together and, you know, getting a way for our community to make a little extra cash out of the sport that we love. And those that joined us, well, they were treated to some pretty fine parlays. But I'm here to give you guys a tip, a free tip. You ain't got to be a Patreon to get this tip. Even though Patreon's got plenty more ways to double their funds, I'll give you guys a tip today, and it's going to be with Nathaniel Gallimore. Now, am I saying that he's guaranteed to win today? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he can definitely be the dark horse of the night. He can be the guy that probably takes your parlay from mediocre to mortgage payment. I'm serious. I got a parlay that I'm going to give away that is a 14 parlay that can either get you 1,700 to 1 or 2,800 to 1. Now that's on you. It's on you, but it's a pretty powerful parlay. It's pretty powerful. And I believe that it is pretty probable. And again, it's going to be a free tip. Only the one free tip we're giving out. You want to really make some bread with us and, you know, maybe back your funds. Join us on Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. But stick around. We'll be giving you that Nathaniel Gallimore Dark Horse of the Night tip and why I think you should do a specific parlay with him and end up happy this weekend like myself. You know what I mean? That being said, we're here to talk about Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin, Matchroom's Fight Camp, last-minute picks. Have things changed for anyone? How is Dillian Whyte looking at you guys now that the weigh-in is complete, now that it is fight day? Have the odds changed? Who are you picking? That's what I want to know. That's what we're talking about. It's going to be the first time we see Dillian Whyte since the Maurice Vach fight. And obviously, a lot riding on the line. We've had AJ defeat Andy Ruiz to get all his belts back. And we had Wilder and Fury go at it, and Fury come out the winner in big fashion since then. So for Dillian, it's really statement-making time, and he should be trying to do just that, make a statement with this fight. Now, I don't know how easy that's going to be, because I feel like Povetkin is pretty durable. As much as America likes to try and, I guess, discredit Povetkin because they're upset that he doesn't get the same sort of, or rather that Luis Ortiz doesn't get the same sort of clout and or recognition that Povetkin gets when they're the same age. But I think that Povetkin is durable. He showed that in the Hunter fight. Hunter is pretty young and wasn't able to really take advantage of the alleged age or shop-worn. None of those phrases you hear in boxing really showed up. Now, I thought that Hunter might have done enough to get the win, but he didn't. The thing is that this is a dangerous fight for Dillian Whyte, because everybody knows that Alexander Povetkin is dangerous in those first 5 rounds, and Dillian showed in that Chisora fight that he could be hit in the first 6 rounds, but he was able to stop Chisora, I believe in the 7th or so. But it's been 2 fights since Dillian has gotten a stoppage. That being said, I'm putting Dillian in the parlay by stoppage with Gallimore by stoppage. There's still 2 more people that we're going to put in that parlay, so stick around. But if you put Dillian Whyte by stoppage, and then you go and find Gallimore by stoppage, you could even pick, no, definitely pick stoppage, right? So you want to pick Whyte wins inside the distance. Right now, that's a plus 115. 115. Trey saying, no. Yeah, believe me. Then you want to go ahead and find Gallimore. Now, Gallimore is a plus 345. They don't think he can do it, and I get that. But Gallimore's losses are to the top of the world. They're to the real people in boxing. He's lost to Julian Williams. He's lost to Julian Williams, Patrick Teixeira. So Julian Williams, former unified champion, right? Patrick Teixeira, current WBO champion. And I think he lost one more time. Let me double check. He lost to Erickson Lubin last out in a 10-round decision. So Lubin didn't knock him out. Teixeira, who knocked out Carlos Adames, didn't knock him out. Williams, with all his experience, didn't knock him out. But he did beat Justin DeLoach. Good win. He did beat by knockout current unified champion in Jason Rosario. And then he holds, other simpler wins in the division. But those are his standout wins and losses. And when you're comparing him to a Fundora who has not been in there on that level. He's already got a draw to Jamonte Clark where people thought he lost. Then he went in there with Daniel Lewis, who's 6-0 from Australia, no less, and gave him hell. Okay? Real, just not what you want to see from a 6'5" alleged heavily touted prospect. So you want to go and you want to find Fundora, Gallimore, right? Wins inside the distance. Look at this. 325. 325. Now that's 2 teams already. You got Gallimore by knockout. And this is just a knockout parlay. This is one. This is one parlay. So now you got Gallimore by knockout and you got Whyte by knockout. Now I want you to go to Porter wins inside the distance. Look at this. Look at this. Minus 155. Even they know what we know. Even they know what we know. But for all my guys in the UK, you guys get better odds for Porter by knockout. So you better hurry up, especially on Bet365. Right now, you get way better odds because you guys don't even know. And that's okay. But that's what I'm here for. So now you got Porter, Gallimore, Whyte, all stoppage, right? So, again, my UK dudes, you guys could take it a step further. If you like, what's this kid's name? Dillian Whyte's fighter. Somebody help me out. Alan? Is it Alan Babic? He's got 100 amateur fights, all right? And he's only 29 years old, all right? And because of that, I think he can knock out the Shondell Winters inside the 10 rounds. Winters came in at 193. He's a career cruiserweight, and he got stopped by Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is a former world champion, I know. Babic is only 3-0. This is a gamble, all right? If you are a UK fan, it's up to you. But the data is there to support this. Babic has 100 amateur fights. He trains with Dillian Whyte, and he was signed because of his aggressive nature with Dillian Whyte. Shondell Winters has everything against him. He's smaller. He just got knocked out. And I'm hearing he got this fight on like 2 weeks' notice. Babic at least got 40 days training. So I can't put that for y'all because I only have that fight by money line or inside under 4 rounds, right? And that's not enough for Babic. Babic is only 3 fights on his belt, never been 4 rounds, so that's not enough rounds for him to get it done under 4. So I'm not betting it like that, and it's not good enough for me to bet straight up on a minus 300 as the part of the parlay. But again, I said for you guys, that's good. Now, you could add to this 3-team, right? Because I stopped with a 3-team. I'm good with that. I'm good with just Whyte, Porter, Gallimore. But you could always do, this is where it gets fun right here. You could do Deloach. He's already plus money. He's going against a Cuban who's allegedly being fast-tracked. But the Cuban he doesn't have the amateur background of other Cubans that get fast-tracked, and he takes punches. Justin Deloach is a 54-pounder moving down. He stood in shape. Remember that we interviewed him. He went down to Kevin Cunningham's, just like Gallimore, y'all. Gallimore, I'm telling y'all, they making a mistake on Gallimore. I'm telling y'all, I believe they looking at the record. And they saying to themselves, all right, his last 4 fights, he got 1 win, and that's versus a dude that's only 6-1. So that was a win he was supposed to get. But go ahead and ask yourself, what would Julian Williams do to Sebastian Fundora? And then what would he do? What would Patrick Teixeira do immediately after that in an 8-rounder? Because they capped Gallimore. They ain't give him them last 4 rounds to take Teixeira deep. You understand? But whatever. If you believe that Gallimore's done because he fought 3 of the top of his division back-to-back and lost, and you think that this kid who ain't done nothing to impress you, well then cool. Again, this is just one piece of free advice so that you could join us next week on Patreon and get multiple pieces of advice for multiple different types of parlay. This is a knockout only parlay. This is a knockout only, but it pays big. Now, this is the fight right here. Eldelier Alvarez versus Joe Smith. It's a tight fight. Joe Smith is a plus 175. Alvarez is a minus 210. But I'm looking at this like this. Alvarez has only lost to Kovalev, and he outboxed Barrera. He outboxed multiple people, whereas Joe Smith has already lost to Bivol, lost to Barrera, and only biggest win is an old B-Hop, and then I guess the second biggest win is Jesse Hart, which was a split decision. But some could say, yo, that was because of Top Rank. I get it. You know, he fought him on Top Rank. Is they fighter, they card. I hear you. But if you throw Alvarez in there, boop, we going to hit continue. Now that's a four-man. Now that's a four-man. So you go ahead and put $2. Wait. At least one of the price has changed. Damn, the line already changed for White. Sheesh. That's because I told y'all and y'all went and copied me, huh? I just built the parlay, yo. Y'all can't be doing that. So, $2 gets you $43. You understand? That's decent, right? So to make it easier, let's do 10 so you understand the parlay better. So $10 makes you $216. Now, again, you don't gotta go Alvarez. You could take Alvarez out and do the straight knockout parlay, but that's just one free. That's just one free little parlay. We're going to open up the phone lines. I want to know if anybody got any last-minute picks on Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. Obviously, I believe that's the biggest fight of the card. But like I said, Gallimore, that dark horse. Now, I gave you a parlay so you don't got to waste your money, right? Parlays means you could bet multiple fights and you can make a small bet. But if you take my Nathan Gallimore advice, right, and don't put a lot of money on it, just like, you know, that sounds like he making sense, and you just click on Gallimore plus 345 inside the distance. Because, again, I think Fundora's just soft. I think he's soft. I think Gallimore's going to bully him. He ain't been in there with nobody like Gallimore. He punches harder than Javante Clark. So if you just pick Gallimore, straight bet by knockout, you put 10 on it, you already know you're bringing home 355. But, you know what I mean? Or excuse me, you bring in, 355. If you do one, then you should be bringing, let me see, let me double check this. Probably messing that up. But that's what the computer's for. Let me see. All right, so there's only one fight there. Boom. Let me click. Nope. I gotta take out some of these. It still got Porter, White, Porter, Gallimore. But that's just the three I gave y'all. Let's see what the 10 on that is. Just that. Because that was the initial one. You know, I didn't really want to do Alvarez. He's a little shaky. But see, $10 still wins you $143 just with Porter getting a knockout on Formella. Now, it don't matter if you thought Formella beat Thulani or you thought Thulani beat Formella. What we can all understand and agree on is that Sean Porter is Thulani on steroids times 10. Only thing, not as tall as Thulani. And way more accurate than Thulani. And you've seen Formella's face, body, and fatigue in that fight with Thulani. If you went a step further and watched him fight Rodrigo, whatever, then you already know Porter getting that stoppage, bro. And then, again, the Gallimore. Yo, homeboy ain't even been in the ring with somebody on the level of Gallimore. So White got to do his business. White is the biggest risk, in my opinion, but that's because his last two were a decision. You understand? But still, 10, 10 makes you 140 tres. You know what I mean? So that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. But let me do just before we go to callers. Remember the number to call in, 14255695241. You could also add Nesta Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. But I do just want to see what Gallimore straight bet. Where you at? Gallimore, where you at? Delphine, Sebastian, Nathan, Gallimore wins inside the distance on a plus 345. You must at least select 2 games. Oh, yeah, damn. What? No, I don't want that like that. Let me see something. So, okay, I'm on a bet board. Let me see. Boxing and props. Hopefully it comes out this way because I don't want to do it as a parlay. I want to straight it. So, Gallimore. Okay, here they go. Here they go, y'all. Let me screen share this. Here they go. They got so many for Povetkin. It's disgusting. You know, they need to spread the love for all the other fights. So many prop bets for Povetkin. Let me see. Okay. No, that's not it. Gallimore, here we go. Gallimore wins inside the distance, plus 345. I wonder if that's how you do it. 10, let me see. Yeah. All right, so yeah, it's like I said, 10 gets you 34.50, 100 would get you that 340. But that's still 3.5 to 1 almost. I guess that ain't bad. Maybe it is. I mean, it's one fight. You know what I'm saying? 10 is still getting you 3 times and a half your dough. You know what I mean? So it's worth the risk, I believe. I feel like Gallimore is going to be that dark horse of this weekend, yo. But let's open up these phone lines. We're looking for your last-minute picks on Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin. And I want to hear your thoughts on, that Gallimore, man. Do you think Gallimore can pull off what is looking like it's supposed to be an upset? Fundora is definitely the favorite. He's billed as the favorite. And then his statistics will give the common boxing fan, I guess, the assumption that he's going to win. But that tall, lanky frame, that 6'5", I think that's his detriment. He's only got 9 KOs to 6'5", struggling to make that weight at 6'5", I think takes away from his power and his physical toughness. But look, I could be wrong. But Gallimore is my dark horse of this weekend, of tonight rather, right? All the fights are happening tonight. So he's my dark horse of tonight. I think he gets it done. I don't have Gallimore in all my bets, Carlito. I do not. I don't have, anyway, those tips are, I know you're a Patreon, but we'll talk about that later. But, that's all I'll say. I don't have them in all of my bets, and I don't have them in multiple. I'm not even doing it like that. Just one here, one there. I do got some nice ones, though, but, we'll talk about that on Patreon.com. Let's get on out to the callers real quick. Once again, you can hit us up at 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Fight Camp with Matchroom, Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin. It's going to be a good one. How do you think it's ending? What's your last-minute picks? And I really want to get your thoughts on Sebastian Fundora versus Nathan Gallimore. How do you think that fight ends, plays out? And do you believe my small advice? Free advice, too, because for those that didn't join us on Beating the Odds with TBV, we gave out way more tips and parlays and bets on how to get some bread this weekend. But you could join us next Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on Patreon.com for Beating the Odds with TBV. Today, we're looking for your last-minute thoughts on Whyte, Povetkin, and obviously Gallimore, Fundora. Let's do it.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Bro, if Winters gets the stoppage, I would be impressed. You know, Babbitt got over 100 amateur fights. He's a tall Croatian heavyweight. He's young. He's 29. Winters is like 39, so let's see that happen. Yo, but you see, you know, you get those tips on beating the odds.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
I probably already did that, right? But who cares? We're going out to Caesar in Las Vegas. What up?
Well, many times he used his power and I bashed him about and dropped him on multiple occasions. You know, it's as simple as that. You know, he wants to go around talking this, saying that. If I was such an easy fight and why is he not in any rush to fight me? He said before beating Wilder, when I beat Wilder, I'm going to give Dillian Whyte his title shot after beating Wilder. And he just starts rubbish.
Caesar.
Good morning, man.
What up?
Oh.
You kind of breaking up, C's. You working today? Yeah, I'm going to come back to you. Just remind me, all right, champ? Elijah.
Ness.
Yes.
Ness.
Yes.
You have no right to be reporting on Dillian Whyte. You contributed to all the bollocks that was talking about all the drugs with him ducking Wilder. You're a man of intent.
Champ, we talking about Dillian Whyte last minute picks, man. You wanna talk about the topic, or you're gonna be a constant troll daily? Because we could play the troll game. I could troll you back. You know what I mean? You know, right now, whatever you're saying, no one can hear. That's how I troll you. I just fade you to black like all the other losers. So, you want to talk about the topic, or you want to think you're gonna take my show and platform to promote your ridiculousness? You ready? I guess not. All right, thank you. Thank you for participating and showing your true boxing knowledge all the way from the UK. That was your caller, Elijah. Uh-oh, this guy deserves all the praise. Jay from Orlando.
I told y'all. Y'all ain't want to listen.
Oh, you scored 2 knockdowns and a draw.
This guy, what he's done needs to be highlighted, because when we start talking callers of the year and things like that, this.
Ooh, Ness, what's going on, family? Hey, man, I'm going to say this real quick, man. 9 out of 10 times you are on it, and then every once in a while you had it 1 out of 10 times where I'd be like, I don't know what the hell Ness talking about. But today you are on it, my brother. I missed the past 2 shows, but I listened in the background. I finally was able to call in today about it. Yo, bet the house on Nathaniel Gallimore, bro. Bet the house. I'm telling you, this man is going to upset him. As soon as I seen that fight, I was like, yo, what are they doing? Also, too, Justin DeLose, like you pointed out, like some of these guys, like a lot of their losses are because they took those big fights on short notices and they performed well. So if they didn't like Nathaniel Gallimore, like if he would have had like a full time, he would have did a lot better than what he did. Sebastian's never been in there. We've already seen him hurt. We've already seen what he does. So like I don't believe it. And then when it comes to a Dillian Whyte, I believe Dillian Whyte's gonna get it. He's gonna get it done. Povetkin's old. He's no longer what he was. So he's gonna get him up out of there, man. That's how I feel about those picks, man. Thank you for the show.
Yo, did you know that both DeLoach and Gallimore was sparring Lubin for these camps?
Bro, who's my boy? I knew that. I knew that. Like I've been looking at that. Like, and Nathaniel, like he's been on it. Like he's been sharp. And like I saw a little bit of footage that Kevin Cunningham put out there with that. And I'm saying, man, Nathaniel, like he's looked sharp. Like I'll be shocked if he doesn't pull off the W. Like it'll be complete shock. Yeah. So I saw that, and I saw they were training, man, and it just shows like the level. you know what I'm saying, the true gladiator warrior spirit of, hey, we fighting during the fight. Once it's over with, now I need you to sharpen my tool. You made me better. You brought something up out of me that wasn't in there before. So, yeah, man, I saw that.
All right, well, let me go ahead and make you guys even more sure of my dark horse pick. We'll go to this post, right? Is this one May 28th? No, that's not it. So it's this one. April 17th. Remember, he lost to Lubin October 2019. So this post is in April, where you could already see his mindset has changed, and he's letting you know, I'm going to take this serious. This is April, y'all. Look, sometimes you have to get knocked down lower than you have ever been in order to stand taller than you ever were. Thanks to the time I took away from home in order to train, I am now able to see the place I came from and how I began this journey with new eyes. Being home now, especially during this quarantine, I've made it a priority, keyword, to stick to a routine and continue training, key phrase. And I'm feeling like I'm back, confidence. In my element and more every day. In order to remain on the top, you have to remember what it's like at the bottom and make time to get back to the basics. My tribulations have only exposed my strength. Downfalls are a part of the growth. That's cool, April. But he fought in October, but peep this. Pre-pandemic, he was already in Vegas getting it. So even if he took a month off because everybody got hit with the pandemic in March, he was in shape in February, right? In the Mayweather gym. Now here, April, which is only a month removed from pandemic, well, a month after pandemic, he's already dedicated to training, right? So now, fast forward, he's sparring right here, Erickson Lubin, right? Now, I contacted Cunningham, like, yo, how'd he look? Because I seen he was sparring, how many rounds, whoop did he whoop. What he could tell me, he told me. What I can't tell you, I can't. But he told me what he told me. We know that he's sparring. Now, when it comes to Justin Deloach, see, that wasn't my dark horse, but that's another one that is in my parlay, and another one that is and was staying in shape. He also is in the Cunningham gym, and this is in July. You understand? So these dudes was getting in shape. They've been working. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I'm so happy we got some decent boxing, but believe me, that Gallimore, that's that dark horse. That's that dark horse, man. You could sprinkle something on that just because if you want to, I don't know. But we going to Stone Bone, Colorado.
What up? What up?
What up?
Ness, the more I think about it, I'm probably gonna have to go with Gallimore. If I remember he did beat Rosario, and then he fought like Deloach. I think he had like a fight in between that. Then he fought J-Rock, Teixeira. Like he
fought J-Rock and Teixeira back to back. Then he had a tune-up and fought Lubin, and that's what I'm saying.
But
this kid ain't even on that level.
I just pulled up his box rec. He fought August 4th and then was right back in there in October against Lubin. So he couldn't have had nothing but a week or two off and then back in the camp if you finna fight, 8 weeks later. That's what Kovalev had to do for Canelo, like one of them quick turnarounds. And I don't think he could have won. And he fought Rosario. Some of them fights been at middleweight too, so it's not like, man, I'm leaning. The more I look at this, I'm thinking he finna upset for Fundora. Them tall guys who kind of frail to me. I think of Robert Easter. I think there was maybe one guy like Paul Williams, but sometimes he did fight little when he was big. Them guys they don't have the power, maybe because they, like you said, they losing that weight trying to get down or something. Like it just don't carry over. Usually, if you tall and skinny, you got a weak chin and you trying to stay away from guys, so it just looks funny. And the Dillian Whyte, I told you, man. I'm going with the king of plantation boxing. It's gonna be Dillian Unchained.
But by stoppage, how
You see his
likely?
body?
How likely you think the stoppage is? Because I like that parlay. Gallimore stoppage, Porter stoppage, White stoppage.
That sounds about like what I feel like is coming. Just think about look at Dillian Whyte body versus his last. So he's in peak condition. Povetkin he probably like 2-3 years older. He fought good against Hunter, but Hunter has no power. I think Dillian got something to prove. I would take Dillian like an 8-round stoppage. I think he in a prime position. He need a stoppage based off of his last 2 performances against Rivas and Vok. He need a stoppage with Povetkin to cement him as one of the top heavyweights. But go with Gallimore. Put your money on Gallimore. I'm looking at Fundora. I don't see nothing. He had a draw with Jamonte. I know Jamonte because he's from the Midwest. He's from Cincinnati, and it's a tight niche between Omaha and Cincinnati. But besides that, hey, I don't see nothing on his resume. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. So I see Earthquake saying, Deloach, he been losing this, that, and third. Deloach beat Christopher Pearson. That's a good win. He's been in there with bigger opposition. That's why he is moving down, and he has already moved down in the last 2 fights. Now, the fight with Terrell Williams, that was a split decision loss. That was tight, man. Them scores was 2 points apart, and he fought Jason Rosario and didn't get stopped. You understand? He fought Gallimore and did get stopped. But those losses are, again, big junior middleweights. You know what I mean? But, hey, look, that's why we do the betting show, because there's no pissing contest. If Earthquake is smarter, he's smarter. That's not what our betting show is about. Our betting show is about the probability of the outcome and coming together and trying to find that. And, this is my free tip. You don't want Gallimore? Don't take him. Deloach wasn't my tip. Deloach was Jay in Orlando, bringing him up as a solid sleeper, which he is. Ain't nobody heard of Livian Navarro, And who's he for? British Prescott? Come on, British Prescott still out here fighting? Like, man, please. We'll see. They call him the Machine Gun Kid. We'll see. He gonna have to beat Deloach up. And he got Deloach coming off of, a pretty shitty last 4. Deloach and Gallimore last 4 in the same place. 3 losses to names and 1 win to a tune-up. You know what I mean? So if you ready, you ready. Looks like Elijah is ready. What up?
Am I back now? Yeah.
You are.
Okay. No, I just came back in. I'm just watching the show because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Unless you're spreading narratives, you want to cut my call. So, yeah, I'm just in the chat. Go back. Don't be scared of me.
All right, champ. Dead Game Boxing. We got a lot of guys like him that just don't add anything. Like, come on, dog. Let us know, man. Let us know your boxing mind. Like, damn, you could have came on here like, yeah, Dillian Whyte ain't getting the stoppage. He is getting the stoppage. You from the UK. Something would have been good. This is a boxing show. I see you just want, like, I don't know. He's looking like for like a love show. He wants to date Wilder. That's always on his mind. Dead Game Boxing, what up?
What up, fam? What up, fam? I got bad news for the Jamaicans today, man. I got your boy Gallimore.
Yeah, Kingston, Jamaica, come on.
He gonna take a L.
What?
Your boy Dillian Whyte. Yeah, Dillian Whyte gonna take a L, and your girl Kamala Harris gonna take a L. So it's not good for the Jamaicans today.
Who else taking an L tonight? Dillian Whyte, Gallimore, who else?
Kamala Harris.
Harris. I don't. What fight is that?
Kamala Harris, man, the one that's running for Democratic vice president.
Oh, you know I don't follow politics, man.
Yeah, I got the Russian by stoppage, man. I think he's gonna stop old Dillian.
You got Povetkin by stoppage.
I got Povetkin by stoppage, man. I do, bro. And I'm calling it. I'm calling around the 9th round, bro. I'm calling around the 9th round.
I mean, yo,
I'm just looking
Parker did put him down late, right? Or was that Rivas? Yeah, Whyte was down in the 9th with Rivas, and then with Parker down in the 2nd round, then again in the 9th. Whyte was down in the 12th. So yeah, he get tired late.
Hey, Ness, can I go off topic for like 1 second?
Go ahead, champ.
You think old boy got a shot against Sean Porter today?
Hell no, I'm picking Porter by stoppage. Hell no, he's stopping him, bro.
A quick question.
I'm putting Porter, Gallimore, Jamaican with Whyte stoppage. But let me get to somebody else. Looking like we got somebody in the Longhorn State. Let's see. I think is that not the Longhorn State? Is that E in Philly? No, fine. That's Jay in Dallas. What up?
What up, Ness? What's good, bro? Been a minute.
Chilling.
Say, man, hey, I don't even bet, but I had to call in just to say, hey, Gallimore finna stop that dude. He didn't just, everybody got to go back and watch that fight with Deloach. He didn't just knock him out, man. He made Deloach cry. Like, he bullied that dude. And who was Fundora's best win? Because I'm kind of late. Who's his biggest win?
Nobody.
Exactly. and Gallimore been in there with the killer, so yeah, that's my call, man. Get after Gallimore. And for the last dude who said Povetkin by stoppers, you wilding, you smoking rocks. If Dillian Whyte is in any type of decent shape, he probably gonna get the stoppers. So yeah, that's my call, man. You can bet on Nate tonight. It make me want to place a bet. But yeah, keep up the good work, bro. CVB.
Thank you, brother. This is only Fundora's second, this will be his 3rd time going 10 rounds. This will be his 3rd time straight going 10 rounds. This is only his second. I mean, he's only been 10 rounds 2 times. He's got 64 rounds boxed with low-level opposition, where Gallimore's got 108 rounds boxed with way better opposition. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see, man. Tonight's the night. We're going to have a good night of boxing for sure. If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. You know it helps with that visibility of the show. We will be coming back for a live fight chat. Let me go ahead and open up my Dazn and see. I think that's Jonathan, right, Jonathan? You might hit 1 if you're ready to rock. But let me check my Dazn, see what time these UK fights coming on. Fight camp with Eddie. Eddie out here doing karaoke to keep y'all entertained, boy. I love it. It looks like 2:00. We get it. We get fight camp starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. So 2 hours and we are back live. So join us right here at the youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for more. Looks like that is Jonathan, right? What up, champ?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
That's what's up, man. Thanks for another show, as always, man. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm going to start by saying I'm not 100% sure. I'm 50-50 on Sean getting this stoppage. Because one thing that I feel like is consistent among some of the upper echelon boxers at 47 is they say he don't have really his power isn't for real. And it's been a while since he got a stoppage, but I'm somewhat kind of seeing a stoppage versus this dude maybe late, but then it's just kind of iffy with Sean. Like, if he gets the stoppage because he's overwhelming him and the dude can't run anymore versus just straight knocking him out, you know what I mean? So I'm really 50-50 on the stoppage for Sean versus just getting a UD.
Ain't no need to be 50-50, bruh. Listen. Sean about to do this dude like he did Malignaggi or Devin. And I know he ain't stopped Devin, but this dude ain't Devin. This dude ain't built like Devin, ain't been in the ring with the people like Devin. His amateur career isn't established like Devin's. Like, Sean, there's no one on Sean's resume at this level, and the only dude that you can even pull comparisons to is Eric Bonet, and that was late-minute replacement for Sean. You know what I mean? It's just so many variables. Now, I know it's tough because Sean ain't get a stoppage in years, but he also ain't had no tune-up in years. Everybody he fought is a name. It's a straight-up name. Everybody.
He stopped Birdo. Stopped Birdo.
Oh, well, there you go. If he could stop Birdo, how can he stop this dude?
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I say I'm 50-50, because I haven't seen dude fight, and I know he's a runner, and I'm thinking, like, maybe the overwhelming Sean might get him late. So, all right, I'm a lean towards Sean with the stoppage. I got Dillian, but are we allowed to change our lead picks, or this is just picks for the betting?
Oh, you ain't allowed to change. That poll closed if you talking about the fantasy pick'em league.
Okay, that's fair. The only reason why I asked is because I'm starting to think Fundora might get Gallimore.
Man, you wildin'. We'll see. I'm gonna be here. I'm working all night, man. Cause
here's
these
why.
are interesting.
I just think I feel like I know everybody's saying Gallimore has the better resume, and he does. And that was initially my pick. That actually is my pick. But the more and more I look at it, I feel like Gallimore hasn't fought a guy of Fundora's stature, and Fundora will get in there and bang in the middle, which could be to a fault, but he's been in there with a guy like Jamonte where he went toe-to-toe and he's held his ground. So I just don't think that Gallimore has the skill set to really...
Bruh, but listen to what you're saying. Fundora, first of all, didn't hold his own with Jamonte. He robbed Jamonte. Secondly, man, Gallimore not even Jamonte. Gallimore hit harder than Jamonte, but I got to get to some other people. I am going to say a bunch of stingy people out here. I'm going to just say that. You know what I mean? Look, you don't have to open up your wallet, but damn, I gave you a solid tip. All right? And this guy got me to really go into debt with Porter. Like, if you don't think Porter's stopping him, you don't know nothing about boxing. But look, it's a bet, too. You know, maybe I'm wrong. But damn, Porter should fucking get the freaking stoppage. Come on, bro. Nobody on Porter's resume is on this level. Again, the only dude you could draw comparisons to is a Bonet. And to find anything more comparable, you got to go even deeper than that to find it. Because Porter's he's just been in there with so many names that he really rarely has a tune-up. Like, his tune-ups are the Granadoses of the world. Like, he doesn't just fight a Formella. This is the first Formella type of fight we see. We got Casual Bass Guy that says, who got next? And he put next like, Samuel Peters. Who next? Let's go out to JT in Miami. What up?
What's up, Matt? You hear me?
Perfect.
All right, first of all, show's super entertaining. I've been listening for a while. I don't call in too often, but entertainment now with the betting, you guys are always improving, updating the show. Congrats to you guys. Today's pick, let's go straight to Matchroom. I got Dillian winning, not easily, but he beats him like in the 8th round. The whole team, the whole body snatcher team wins, and in the card. And top rank, the Colombians. Everybody sleeps on Colombians, though. Shout out to all the Quebecs. Shout out to Rivas, too. The Colombian wins, late, knockout. Thank you.
All right. If you are calling us on Blog Talk, don't forget you have to press one time to let me know that you want to talk. You could also call us on Skype by adding Nestor Gibbs to be part of the conversation. And you can also send us a super chat via Cash App at NestGTO to save us that 30% YouTube charges. We're going out to, let me see who's this, if I got you on the list, or are you a new caller? Remember, we're doing last-minute picks for Whyte Povetkin, and the betting tip of the day is the dark horse Nathaniel Gallimore. And, I'm actually happy I did it because more people are coming out, and we sound the same, right? We really do sound the same, so hopefully Gallimore could pick up this win, right? Because for him, it's definitely needed as he, has been on a losing streak here. So this could help him out tremendously. Looks like we got a new caller in Las Cruces, maybe, man. Is this Las Cruces? You out there with my man Austin Trout? That's my boy. I haven't called Austin in a minute. I need to holler at him. Man. He's always a great guy. Wait, just getting all this info. I'm riding solo today, guys. Solo, Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo. Is this Las Cruces? Or am I wrong with that 575?
Yo. No, yeah, it's PNC, man. I'm out of Chi-Town.
PNC.
But yeah, man. PNC King, man. I'm just this is like my first time calling in a couple of years, man. Since Deontay versus Bermain Stavern won. So it's been a minute. Yeah. So anyway, man. As far as like the pick with the Nathaniel Gallimore, when I saw he was going against Sebastian Fundora, I jumped right on it, man. That's a valuable pick right there. Fundora he's 6'6", but he got those short arms, man. And I've seen shorter dudes, man, just tag him up on the inside. He can't protect himself on the inside, man. He's there all day to get hit. And his last performance on that card versus Tyson, Tyson versus Wilder too. He was on that card, man. You saw him on the undercard, man. He was getting tagged up, man. You know what I'm saying? So Gilmore, he beat Rosario and he beat Deluche. And he was on a good streak until he, started taking that L. Like you say, he lost to Terrell Williams. But other than that, he's good for the money, man. He's good for the money.
I agree,
so
champ.
I put a bet on him. He's good for the money.
What you think? What you think about Porter by stoppage? Have you seen anything on Sebastian Formella?
No, I didn't see. I didn't put nothing on that. You know what I'm saying? Because Sean Porter, he can either outbox a dude or smother his work. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like suffocates, his fighters like Timothy Bradley. So you're not sure what you're gonna get, with that one. So I laid off that one. I don't even think I saw anything on the prop bets, you know what I'm saying? So unless you got like big money to pay for them by stoppage, go ahead. But I didn't put anything on that one, So I just left that alone. The other bet, as far as Povetkin versus Dillian, I took that one. I even put money on a prop bet for Povetkin to win by KO, TKO, or DQ. I doubt if he gets the decision. But, Dillian has hit the mat. Alexander Povetkin, he can get close. He doesn't extend himself too much with the jab, stuff like that. He looks to, bob and get up on the guy's punches and stuff like that. So all I can see is Dillian as far as him sneaking that sneaky left hook, maybe late, when Povetkin's tired. But other than that, man, Povetkin, that's a valuable pick. So I got Povetkin, So I placed like 2 or 3 bets on Povetkin.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a long shot, Joe Smith Jr. Winning inside the distance, because that's like a plus 500. So, as far as Joe Smith, he puts in work, man. You know what I'm saying? He got Jesse Hart out of there. You know what I'm saying? He got the upset win on that one.
Yeah, but that was a split decision, man. That was a split decision. That's his second biggest win. Other than that, he got B-Hop as his biggest win.
And from 4. He got from 4 out of it. He got the upset. That's when he went on that streak. That's when he was hot. You know what I'm saying? We got B-Hop and from 4 that year. I think it was like 2017 that year. He got those 2 guys out of there. But and then he just coming off a win, you know what I'm saying? But he put in work, you know what I'm saying? He put in work. So I mean, and then the only thing I can think of is somebody placing a bet on Alvarez for a KO because he just got a KO versus Michael Seals.
Yeah,
he got a KO.
I think
so he
Seals,
can KO.
Seals, he could KO you because he KO'd out Kovalev, but I just think Seals is chinny. I remember Edwin knocked him out, I think, and now Alvarez two out of his last three losses are by knockout. But let me get to some other people. Yo, thank you obviously for calling in. PNC King out of Las Cruces. Well, actually, you say you went somewhere else, but we're going to say Las Cruces until, you back. We got Rue in the 504. What up?
Hey, man. What's going on? Good morning. What's up?
Morning. So what do you think about my dark horse?
I think it's an excellent pick. Kingston's finest is going to stop Fundora. Fundora opens that chin up too much. Gallimore is going to take him. That's if people are putting money on it, that's a good one. That's a great pick. Let's see. I think White's going to edge it out against Povetkin. Povetkin is going to drop Whyte or hurt him at least once in his fight, but Whyte is still going to pull out a decision. Off the top of my what else? I think Smith's going to beat Alvarez, and Porter probably is going to get a wide decision over Formella. I don't know if he's going to stop him. I might be wrong on that. But let's see. You guys doing live fight chats?
Hell yeah, 2:00. We starting.
All right. So I got the DVR set up. I'll just get you guys tuned up tomorrow and watch everything back. I mean, you guys have essentially replaced the fight commentary for all the boxing matches I've been watching, dude. It's just so entertaining. The chat's fun. You guys are doing a great job. So I'll just run everything back tomorrow and tune up the fight chat, man. So everybody have a good day and enjoy the fights.
All right, Rue, 504. Thanks for calling in. James, you just jumping on? Are you with us or you just listening? James going once. 2-time like AJ. All right. Looks like we got some super chats, and we always grateful. All right. Closed mouth don't get fed. See, I said something, and they came through. If you build it, they will come. One of my favorite little Kevin Costner movies, right? So Dennis in Orlando, Tampa area, Florida says, I dared to be great. Povetkin, TKO. I will take over the paid pick league. So, he's in the Pro League, only on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice, the Pro League of our TBV Fantasy Pick'em League. And he's letting us know that he made his pick Povetkin. So he's going to surpass everyone else because he believes, obviously, that everyone else is picking Dillian, which is the favorite pick. So he's probably right. But I've been seeing a few Povetkins pop up today, last minute. Casual Bass Guy, we said that. He said, Super Chat train starts here. Who got next? Now I get it. Hey, man, I misread your Super Chat the first time. Shout out to Doomy for letting me go back, making me go back. He said the Super Chat train starts here. Who got next? And right behind him, Mr. 704 is who had next. You know what I mean? Supporting. And he says, you're right, champ. Super Chat love. Showing support as usual. TBV. But looks like that is... Oh, we got Steve on the line. Steve, are you rocking out or are you just listening? Early in Chicago, you were about an hour behind us, right?
I opened the door for audiences in all of sports to go back to the way it was in Jesus' name. Amen.
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. You fight still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they game the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, hello. Hey,
I just jumped on, but are you saying that we're able to change our picks last minute, or what's going on?
Hell no, Steve.
Oh,
This
well
is
then what's
this is last minute picks for the public. That's not in the Pick'em League. Yo, Steve is obsessed with that fat. You want to win bad.
No. No, I'm just saying I don't know if the rules change as we go or what.
Man, This is just like for the public who didn't make picks last minute. You know, people change as they see the
for
weigh-ins.
For betting, I get it. For betting. Yeah. All right. What's your dark horse?
Nathan Gallimore.
We'll see.
What do you think about him in Fundora? Have you given that fight any thought?
Honestly, I'm favoring Fundora, but
tell us why.
I've given it.
Tell us why. Tell us why. Convince us.
He's a southpaw, and I think Gallimore, has he beaten a southpaw? From my knowledge, he hasn't.
He lost to Lubin, but that's a good southpaw.
Yeah, well, good. All right. Well, we'll see. That's kind of why I lean towards Fundora, because of the southpaw stance, and I don't know. We'll see. I know Gallimore's got more experience. I hear you, but what are the lines? What are the lines telling you? I thought Fundora was favored. What are the lines saying?
He is, but he's the house promoter's fighter, man. They've been trying to listen. They've been feeding us Fundora for how many fights, Steve? When has he looked good to you? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
At least Gallimore has looked good when he beat Rosario.
Well, this will be his breakout fight. Then this will be his breakout fight.
I love it. Stick to your guns, champ. That's what it's about.
All right.
All right.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you have it, Steve, in Chicago. Remember the number to call in, 14255-695-5241. Press 1 time. We're talking last-minute picks and dark horse Nathan Gallimore. Do you agree? Good money on Nathan Gallimore. If you believe he can knock out Fundora, who, listen, Gallimore, he stopped Unify Rosario. He stopped Justin DeLoach. Now, look, Dustin DeLoach lost to Terrell Williams and Rosario by decision, not by stoppage. Gallimore got that Nicholas Walters Axe-Man punching power, y'all. Yo, dark horse. Dark horse. This is a free tip. We had hella tips and tons of parlays. I got, Let me. I can't even tell you because then it'll be giving it away. But let me see if I could see what I could see my pending parlays just to show you. Just to show you what I'm capable of winning. Review bets. Here we go. And sign in again. But yeah, the number to call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype, and we will be going live around 2 o'clock for a live fight chat. We got to see what's the first card on that match room. But, yeah. All right, so I got a $2 parlay that'll win me $350. I'm just saying. And it's only 5 teams. That ain't a lot. You'll see. I'm going to get that. You'll see. But we got LV Slugger. What up?
What up, man?
Chilling. So what's up?
Shit.
Dark horse, or he gonna keep losing?
Who?
Gallimore. Is he the dark horse?
Yeah,
or he gonna keep losing?
I already said I'm rocking with Gallimore before. You know what I'm saying? When y'all put the picks, I already knew that. But I think if it go 12 though, I wouldn't be shocked if they give the
10-round fight. 10-round fight. They just announced it. And look, and that's another thing. They just announced it today. Yesterday it was still TBA on ESPN.
Okay, man.
Today is a 10-round on BoxRec.
He's gonna have to stop him to get that win, man. I feel like if it go the whole 10, they gonna give it to Fundora, cause I feel like that's the one that's who they trying to build up. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to stop him, but that's why I see Gallimore stopping Fundora, cause he get hit too much, man. And hopefully Dillian Whyte stop Povetkin, man. Ain't no telling how that's gonna go, but I think I see Dillian Whyte stopping Povetkin, man. And that Sean Porter fight tonight.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that. Okay, yeah, that's a stoppage too. Now, what site? I went to ask you, what site you using to put them parlays in?
There's a few, man. You can use DraftKings. It depends. Bovada, FanDuel, and Five Dimes is one that everybody uses. 365 Bet is in Jersey again. Now they in Jersey, but they ain't had all the fights, man. They ain't had all the fights yet. Yeah,
now,
you got to find what works for you, man, because it depends where you at. Where you at?
Shit, I'm in Bama.
Oh,
I'm in Alabama, but
yeah. Yo, bruh, you got the best, man. Damn. I hope you can hear me on YouTube, champ. Skype just restarted you. Bama, you good in Bama. Let me see if I can get him back home. You there? I'm sorry, I had dropped off. Listen, you good in Bama because Bo in Bama uses Bovada, so you real good. And Javier uses Bovada.
yeah, that's what I use. I'm trying to get it to where I can make it to where I put stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I can't find on there. I had to get on there and try to figure out how to do that. I just see regular like them winning. I don't see how when you have.
Yeah, no, you got to look for prop bets. The word called prop bets.
Oh, okay then. Okay.
And then you'll find like stoppage, decision, White knocks him out in the 4th round, things like that. But yeah, let me get to some other people. Thank you for calling in. Let me see. Hello. This is Calito in the UK says, put this 10 on Fundora. What, you don't got Fundora? You lost me with that. You want me to bet against myself? Why wouldn't you? You want me? I don't get it. You can't bet? I'm lost right here, Calito. But, I mean, definitely explain. Who you calling a rookie, Trav? I definitely want to know your thoughts. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so that's the only Cash App. Shout out to Calito using Cash App so we don't get got for that 30. And I think that's all the callers. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569. Actually, we got some on Blog Talk. So the number to call us on your landline cell phone is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. The voice you're pinning right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're talking last minute picks for Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. Also, trying to come together. Is Gallimore going to get that win? Because he's my dark horse of the night. I think he'll be the upset, and they're giving big money on him to get that upset. We got Mad Bet 100 that says Fundora gets hit too much. Blood like Gallimore with the KO. That's right. Making me even more confident. See, and I don't even do straight up bets. But see, and the reason I don't like straight up bets, because like, is it worth for me to put $10 to only make what, $34.50? Not really. If that 10 was making me $340, then I would do a straight up bet on Gallimore. But it's only $340, so like I gotta bet 100 just to make $340. Now, me betting 100 on Gallimore, I ain't that confident. You feel me? But that's because I'm a regular guy. You know, people in different tax brackets, $100. You know, like what's a quarter to one person, right? $1 is to another, and a 5 is to another, and a 20 is to another, and so on and so on, right? So like, I'm at that point where 100 is 100 for me. I like that. You know, another 9 I got to stack. That's how I look at it. I'm still from the hood, so I don't be doing $100 bets. But if I was gangster like that, 100 brings you back $340 plus your 100 back. So, you know what I mean? Gallimore, look, I'm going to be mad if he get the stoppage that I ain't bet the 100. Put it that way. I'm going to be over here big mad, yelling, losing my voice during that fight because I'll kick myself. But that's okay because you're supposed to be afraid. You don't want to go crazy. Let me go to 704. Josh, our ringer in North Carolina with the background noise and the Bluetooth. He getting it together, though. He taking all that off. He getting ready for us right now. That's why I got him faded to black till he ready. 5, 4.
It's good.
Ready. What up, champ? You know you good.
My bad, bro. What's up, man? My bad background noise.
Nah, you
Hey,
good. You got it.
yeah, man. This was up. I listened to the Patreon last night too. That was up, and you come another one with this one. I was going to ask you. You on $5, man? See, I'm using BetUS. That's a good site too. It's based out of Vegas, but I'm sitting here in North Carolina. I'm using that. But on the over under for how many rounds you think it'll go for the White Povetkin? What did it say on $5 on yours? Mine said 10.5.
Let me see.
Because White looking good shape, man. So I think I do want to go with that under that 10.5. I really want to, but I'm you know what I'm saying? I like to see from other websites too, because I really get my judgment, like if I can compare anyway.
So
that Gallimore,
for White,
I'm gonna go.
The over under, is at 10.5 is minus 120 and plus 100, man. That's too low, man.
Yeah.
That ain't even
Yeah, that is too low. Yeah, that ain't no odds worth a damn. But I'm putting this out on the parlay
Bro,
because
how you only get 100 if the fight go past 10.5? That's they don't even want you to bet that, man. They ain't giving you no odds on that.
Yeah. Man, the Porter fight, man. I want to say he gonna stop him, man, but then again, them fights, Porter, man, that shit. I don't even know what to touch on that, man. I'm still struggling with that. My upset
Porter.
of the night, man. You think you like Porter stopping?
Bruh, man, this do that dude look like Malignaggi, Devin? Like,
nah,
ain't no way he could stand up to Sean, man. Not anybody, not just anybody could stand up to Sean. Like, look at his fights. He put world-class fighters with their back against the ropes. They come out the ring with whelps, head bumps, man. This way, I watched 2 fights of this kid. He ain't ready. He ain't ready for this. He ain't ready for this. He ain't ready.
Oh. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm a group on parlay, man. It's gonna be on a separate parlay, but I'm gonna go with Joe Smith with the win, man. I think he might catch him one of them. I don't know. I think he might catch him. I really think Alvarez is gonna win, but it won't surprise me that Joe Smith wins. So I'm gonna put him on another parlay to make sure to just get my money up. But yeah, man, I just want to call in and say appreciate this show, bro. Because it made me go over my picks, make sure I got everything straight. I appreciate that, bro. I'm out.
No problem, man. Thank you again for being a Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, we got to ring the alarm. We got a new man joining. Whoa. So looks like we got ourselves a new Patreon, and he is known in the chat as No West Fly Zone. So I'm going to give him, I don't know, we need to come up with a better, all right, we'll give you this one. We'll give you, for signing up, then we going to hit him with the.
I said that, where the A side? Where the A side?
Because he paid for the year. Remember, I told you Patreon just started that. Remember, this is not my site. They just created a fantastic platform that allows creators to have a little bit more, I guess, wiggle room, Look, pandemic happened. Imagine we didn't have our Patreon family loving the content. We could have been head over heels. So Patreon has been doing a lot of changes and updates, and I know it's not perfect yet, guys. And don't worry, we're also going to be dropping the memberships here soon. Allegedly, that's why Doomsday isn't on the show. So once you hit him up on social media, like, Doomy, what you taking so long for? That being said, Patreon created the ability that if you don't want to be charged every month and maybe you hit a big bet this week and you like, damn, let me just knock out my Patreon for the year, you could do that option now. So shout out to No West Fly Zone, who paid for the whole year. Damn. You know what I mean? That's crazy dope. So looks like Rob wants me to mention his parlay. His parlay, I don't like it. It's risky, but look, that's what gambling is. You have to decide what is your risk and what are you willing to gamble on. He is willing to gamble on Dillian Whyte getting the knockout in round 4. Alan Babbitt getting the knockout in round 3. That's tough for me, man. Those are those oracle picks. Like, you see into the future, you know the round. It's like, damn. Those are those picks where you walk around, like, with your chest poked out. Because, like, you called the round and the manner in which the fight was going to end. You know what I mean? Those are dangerous. I don't like those. For me, not as a thing that I'm going to place some money on. But, look, if he wins, my man brings home, like, what? Exactly. He brings on a mortgage. He gets a mortgage payment, almost £945. So that's definitely a mortgage payment for somebody, depending on where you live. Shit, I got friends in Ohio. They bought their houses for $60,000. So that's definitely a mortgage payment. You know what I'm talking about? So listen, but that's too much risk for myself. Let me double check here. I think I'm being told we got a super chat would make me smile. We do not. I guess I already got to that message. And we refreshed in the Cash App. And we got to that. All right. So we get into looking like Brooklyn.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your
Hey, yo, Ness.
Hey, yo,
you hear me?
We hear you.
Peace. Listen, people, I'm going to say it like this, man. We know what's going on. I wish I could bet, man. I wish I could bet. The parlays, I think people going to hit, man. I don't know about that man talking about 4-round knockout. You know what I mean? But we know Povetkin is losing. That we do know. We know Povetkin is losing. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just heard the Nas album. I'm more hyped up, y'all. I'm on my East Coast shit today. You know what I mean? Feeling good. Love to the boxing voice. Some great fights tonight. Hey, yo, my brother, I know you're going to have some fight chats, right? It's on tonight?
All night, champ. All night long. Yo, I need that sound bite because that's what I'm going to be like.
Yeah, you need that, bro. Yo, I got to go to Arizona, man. So it's going to be live tonight, man. It's going to be live, y'all. Peace, my brother. Peace, boxing fans.
Shout out to Bourne. My man stay getting that, man. He got to drive to Arizona during the fights. Oh, why that says Badum Ching. I thought that was rim shot. Rim shot, I mean, no, that's rim shots. Like when you make a joke and, yeah. I don't know why it's named that, but.
I know White Povetkin Taylor pursuing with a 1999. Oh, the pay-per-view is back, baby girl. Just press that red button on your remote, baby. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah, Eddie. Yo, Eddie sound damn good. He out here entertaining. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Where you see a promoter doing stuff like that? Not only giving you good fights, but jumping on the mic, being entertaining, and keeping you hooked. I know he gets a lot of hate, man, but I enjoy that, man. I do. Like I get people who like, yo, why you want to talk to Al? Why you got to see Al? He giving you the good fights. Yeah, I get it, man, but I still want to talk to Al. You feel me? Honestly, an interview with Al might change my life. So, yeah. But, damn, man, we got to everybody. That sucks, man. I didn't even want to go. But we only got an hour to the next show, man. I'm telling you, I'm going all night long. Who's sending me that soundbite? Hey, Rob, I just gave you that. I played that for you. Make that one for me. All night long. All night. All night. Yo, what movie was that? But anyway, Trav FDY in Texas. I seen your little super chat. Your little comment talking about you made 3,000 on Brazil versus Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Let us get our cut, man. We like the church over here. You ain't tired with us, man. You ain't tired. Come throw us a little something and wet the whistle, man. Wet that beat. Yo, 901, you haven't pressed 1, so we don't know if you really want to rock out and have some fun or you just listening. Remember, anybody that wants to tune in and, give us their opinion on these topics, you got to call in 1-425-569-5241 and press 1 one time to voice your opinion. And you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Looking like 901 está listo. And it's looking like his name is James Payne Lethal. What up, champ? Memphis.
What it do? What it do, Ness, TVB, everybody, how we living this morning?
All good.
Appreciate the show. Yeah, appreciate the show, Ness. I wanted to give my quick predictions. First, I think Dillian gonna pull it out. He looking in shape, but I would love to see Povetkin drop him. But that's just me hating on Dillian Whyte. But I think he gonna pull it out. I think Katie, she gonna make the adjustments on Delphine. Delphine can't switch it up, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a Katie Taylor show tonight. I agree with you. What you've been saying all week about Fundora, dude get hit way too much. He gets his way too much. I think tonight is gonna be an upset. He going down. We got, let's see. I'm going Clay over Congo, and I'm going Kuzman over, is that Bakule? What is that?
Bacoli. But I think that fight is off. Did they reschedule it?
Oh, you said it's off?
Yeah, Kuzman, I think, pulled out of that.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Well, I guess I need
Bacoli, somebody, I know that fight postponed, I believe. I could be wrong, but we'll find out in the chat.
Okay, that's what's up. I didn't know. I was just looking at a schedule. You know what I mean? Then we got Alvarez Smith. I'm gonna go Smith on this one. I'd like to see Smith pull it out. Porter should definitely decimate Formella, but Porter's also shown me that he played to the level of his competition, which I don't know. You know what I mean? So I love to see Porter destroy Formella, but I just don't want him to come in like I'm supposed to be having a big fight. Who is this kid? And then take it light, and then he's looking like Pacquiao against Jeff Horn or some shit. So Porter, go ahead, handle your business tonight. Let's see who else. I think that's damn near it. Is there any other fights that's going on that I missed?
That you miss? I mean, Chris Congo, we got the inside tip on Congo from Midi, so that's one we're going to be looking at. That's going to be on the Povetkin Dillian Whyte undercard. What else? Okay. What else is out there? I like Porter Formella, Gallimore, those fights. I think that's it, man. Katie Taylor Prinsoon.
Yeah, I see it all. I think Katie's gonna be the Katie show, man. She gonna make the necessary adjustments.
Oh, that's right.
Delphine, she can't really switch it up, man. She gonna come the same way she came last fight, and I feel she won that fight, but of course she didn't get the nod. But I think it's gonna be Katie. So those are my picks. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the opportunity. Much love, TBV. Salute.
You already know. James Payne Lee from Memphis, stand up. Thank you for calling in. And let's see here. We're going to be doing live fight chats. We'll go live around 2 because I might as well do Babbitt, man. I got my boy Elms in the UK talking hella big about Babbitt, man. So we'll see, we'll see. 3-0, taking a big step up to Shondell Winters. Winters, last fight was a KO loss to Joseph Parker, former world champion. So, for Babbitt, a 3-0 heavyweight, it's like, okay, that's a step. Let's take a look at that. Since you're going to rush, I want to pay attention and see what happens. But, at the end of the day, Winters is a cruiserweight. He weighed in at 193. It's like, damn, is he going to eat and get to that weight? But, again, we're going to be doing some live fight chats, man. We got a super chat from my man, Count Drago. Alvarez versus Smith Jr. will be a good fight. It is going to be a good fight, but it's a super close fight. Like I feel like Alvarez, I don't know. Can I trust him though? Can we trust him? He's got some decent wins. When I went over him again, he's got some decent wins. Next up, boxing. What's up, champ? You playing games, man. Next up, wanted to jump on the panel years ago. Out of Canada over there, playing games, man. When you going to be up on here, man? But what's going on with you? Next up, boxing. Who else in the chat? We got Galito. We got 704. Sarcastic Sarcasm. The Brotherhood. Joe Lassisi. Look at Doomsday. I thought he was working on memberships, y'all. Nah, I'm messing with you. Doomy. I'm messing with you. Porter Famella would be like Porter Ugas. Chill, Lassisi. You a hater. Crazy as hell. Porter better not make that fight look like that. But anyway, we out, man. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And since we about to be out and we talking subscriptions, we were at 115,526. We going for the refresh. Uh-oh. 115,561, which means we need 39 more subs to take us to 115,600, and we'll be 400 away from the next goal of 116,000 even. And only you can help us get to that point by subscribing and telling a friend to tell a friend. We've actually gained 475 subs this month over the last 28 days. And you know we lose and gain, but the ones in the green are 475, and that's because you guys have been listening. Now, don't just listen to the subscription. You have to click the notification bell. You never know when we're going live. Look, people were expecting boxing bars. Then all of a sudden, the main event pulled out. Poor Mario is in the hospital, so send prayers for him and his family. And, hopefully he'll be back later on this evening and everything was okay. But, things happen. And because they happen, you want to have that notification click so you could get that notification every time we go live. Speaking of notifications, I need you to head on over to the YouTube channel and check the latest uploads. Remember, a lot of you guys supported us when we were invited to the gym to watch Derevyanchenko spar with, a few people to get him ready for the Jamal Charlo fight. And we did a few interviews with people in the gym. I really want you guys to take your attention out and check out a kid named Kashad Elliott, two words, hyphen Shad. Elliott is the last name. He's a 10-time national champion. He's going to make his pro debut. He signed to David McWaters. Remember, if you've been listening to this show at least for the last 12 months, I told you guys that David McWaters was going to be this new Al Heyman. And maybe he's not Al in the sense of having a network, right? Because Al has two networks. So I know somebody could hear this and be like, yo, you're wilding. He's never Al. And you're right. That's wrong. Al in the sense of managerial advisor role. Like, my man has so many fighters. He just keeps signing fighters. I mean, everybody from the Olympics. I mean, he's got this guy named Tim Whitehouse or Van House who's out there scouting, bro, and just signing up a storm. But Kashad, I was about to call him Khalil. I'm going with the K-A-H and just eliminating some of the letters in his last name, adding it all together. Ness makes his own shit up. Khalil. Nah, it's Kashad Elliott. And I think he's going to be special. It's crazy. I think he's going to be special. I love the father-son combination they got going on. You know, his father, it's like Danny, and Angel and Ken and Porter and any other father-son, right? Vasil and his father. And the trainer is already making his name because of the son. And they come from New Jersey. They're in Plainfield, man. They train at a Middlesex County gym. I had no clue. These kids was under my nose winning. I mean, his sister has 5 nationals. He's got 10 nationals. championships, wins, not just like been. He's actually won. So, yeah, man, check out that interview. Check out his answers. Watch the way that this 20-year-old kid answers these questions immediately after sparring Sergey Derevyanchenko. And I will be uploading his father's interview soon. But I guarantee you we're going to be seeing these guys on TV a lot. Again, he signed to David McWaters, so he might end up on Top Rank, which is okay with me, especially for development. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like Top Rank for the last half of your career. Like they got Shakur to a title, and look, he wanted to unify. They couldn't make it happen. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. But they'll get you to that world title. They'll get you popular. They'll develop you, and I love when rookies get developed. And this kid's good, man. This kid's good. Also, don't forget to check out the interview with the trainer of Shadasia Green. We've been talking a lot of Shadasia Green, and whether it's this year or next, Shadasia Green is going to be fighting Franchon Cruz, or WBC could pull a fast one, guys. Remember, I'm telling you this today. They could pull a fast one and make Shadasia fight an eliminator fight with Alejandra Jimenez, just to get Jimenez back in the mix. So you want to pay attention to Shadasia and her trainer. A-Rose Terrific is the nickname. Terrific. A-Rose Gis is the first and last name. He is most famously known for training Kendall Holt and Glenn Tapia. But I think that with this new crop of fighters that he's training, he's going to make a name, reestablish himself out there. He's got Rajan Chance, very good, well-known amateur, everybody knows him. He spars with Chris Colbert, all those people. And then he's got Shadasia Green, 168-pounder. She's on the brink. Like I said, she's already won some sort of WBC eliminator. And then he's got Hakeem Nurse. I mean, Hakeem Nurse, I don't want to say his career is exactly like Kirkland's, because I feel like Kirkland's was way more when you tell that story, there's way more jail and crime. But yeah, Hawk is a dude that has got all this talent, been around for mad years now, undefeated, but hasn't gotten that opportunity because, he hasn't been signed by a major yet, and he's got like some out of the ring issues. But my man still got it. He still got it. Sad because he's getting older. And by the time y'all get to see him, it might be like a Lennox Allen situation, and it's going to be sucks. But, man, he might beat Lennox Allen right now on some David Morrell shit, right? But yeah, man, that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Just wanted to remind everybody to head on over to the YouTube channel. When we're not live, we're still uploading. And I didn't even highlight Melissa Odessa Parker, another 9 times champion in the amateurs. She's going to be fighting. She actually hit me up today. So she fought in the amateurs as low as 108 and 112. So she thought she was going to be campaigning as a pro in the Sinisa Estrada and Marlon Esparza division when we did the interview. But she's advised by Havoc Advisory. And, remember I told you there's going to be some big news coming with that company in the next few days. And she's advised by them. So she told me today that they hit her up and they talked to her and they want her to go higher. So she's probably going to be starting at like 26 now and then going to 35 ultimately for the Katie's and Terrell and Amanda's and all that stuff. But yo, I seen her spar Shadasia. Again, Shadasia's 68. Shadasia has to weigh in at 68, which means Shadasia isn't 68. So, this girl is official. Check out her interview, because if you like Rosie Perez, she sounds like Rosie Perez. But could fight. Could fight, man. So check that interview out. Melissa Odessa Parker. She signs with Havoc Advisory. And at the time of this interview, put Sinisa Estrada and Marlon Esparza on notice because she knows them all. She knows them all. Like I said, she's a 9 times national champion and all that stuff. You know, we haven't seen her because she had a torn meniscus or something like that. So she's been out for 4 years, but she's back. All right, I'm out. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace. Oh, wait. I ain't even leave yet. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, okay. Nobody snuck in on Blog Talk, so I just didn't want to leave anybody behind. Peace.